He goes in the vent and this guy drops out of the vent, but there's a pincer coming up. Guy in front, guy behind, just like prison. We don't want that. And then there's the lurker with the slasher. And then watch this lurker using cover. This dude's been watching Wings of Redemption's stream. You see this? This guy is pixel peeking like a pro. Look at him. What a hero. If you step on that, it removes the mouse fix. So your mouse goes back to being heavily mouse accelerated and mouse decelerated. And the smoothing is off the charts. You've got like a million different filters on the mouse, and it feels like you're holding a cat, and the cat is holding a mouse that's connected to another mouse that's connected to your PC. And you don't want anything to do with any of that because it's miserable. I'd love to see versions and variants of the Brute, and I apologise if Dead Space 3 has a version and a variant of the Brute that I don't remember, but I don't remember Dead Space 3 because it's a terrible video game and I fucking hate it. But it would have been cool to see this guy get a little bit more. And, you know, I want them to keep the standard guy, because I think he's a classic, isn't he? This guy's practically like Levi's jeans. You know, you can't get rid of the blue jeans, it built the franchise. But just imagine coming up against a Brute and being like, oh, okay, I shoot his arms and, you know, and then I fire back his projectile. And then something completely different happens. Like, can you imagine if he shot his arms and then he grew wings and he started chasing you down? That shit'd be crazy. But there goes the Brute, and there's his backflip. The obligatory backflip. But do you see how, like, all I'm doing is strafing. I'm literally playing Callisto right now. This boss inspired Callisto. You just hold strafe and nothing can hurt you. It's a very challenging game, guys, and the only people that don't like Callisto are people who are terrible at it who can't play it. You just gotta get good, scrub. And he mentioned that on his hardcore run originally, he died here a bunch of times. And I felt so sorry for him because, can you imagine dying on a bullshit section like this on hardcore? That's pretty much the worst parts of the Bible, so mad props to Bick for persevering. I think I would have cried and never turned the game on again. Oh, interesting, the puker killed the black guy for me. That was awesome. Which someone's probably going to take out of context. If you throw a chair at a baby's face, I like to think the baby's not going to start attacking you. I just think that's how science works, and perhaps necromorphs are a little bit different. I installed Dead Space 3 last night. I'm sure you're all gasping. I know I would be. Everything on this game is fast. It's as if it's got an Energizer bunny shoved up their ass. It makes no sense. Like on Dead Space 2, it would have taken him a weekend to get to you from that vent. He just covered it in half a second. Either he's a Jamaican, or this game's just changing all the rules. Somebody keeps buying Dynasty Warriors, that's why they keep fucking making them. And I don't know about you, but I got bored with Dynasty Warriors about 10 minutes in. I had more fun in the menu than I did in the game, and I didn't have any fun in the menu. Because all you're doing is pressing one weapon. Just one button, sorry, to win. It is essentially opening a chest in God of War, the game, and I can think of better things to do, man, I really can. More rock climbing, because the one thing I thought was lacking from Dead Space 2 was an overly large amount of rock climbing. The vertical cover stuff on Dark Void and Inversion is better than this, and those games were lackluster to say the least. This is a quality game, but for some reason I think they got drunk on a Friday. They all got pissed, and they forgot they put this in. This is the bit that they were designing on the side to take the piss out of the game because they were taking it far too seriously. So they made this extremely novelty sequence that they had no intentions of leaving in the game. Everybody got pissed. Somebody accidentally put Rohypnol in the punch bowl, and nobody remembered it was still in the release because this level is trash. This level is just pure trash. More abseiling. God, abseiling, just why? Fucking why? I'm curious, I want to ask Mr. Papusis, is it Steve Paputis, the creative director? I want to sit down with Steve. I'm going to be like, Steve, why? Why, Steve? And he's going to look at me, there's going to be shame in his eyes, he's going to look down, he's going to look up, and he's going to say, because. And that's it. And I'm going to be happy. But it still sucks, and it shouldn't be in the game. And I'm sorry, folks, but if getting my dick out on a gay website is going to get me a massive following, sign me up. I'll buy the webcam today. I'll have dick and balls. I'll make a fruit bowl. I don't even care. It's just